Hi, I'm Tanya from The Happy Body. How much do you know about your digestive system? Do you know what happens on that food journey when you swallow something? Are you aware of what occurs in your body to that food? Most people don't, and it's quite interesting. And in fact, a very important aspect of health, of course, is digestion, optimal digestion. And unfortunately, a lot of clients that I see today and a lot of people are experiencing digestive problems. And stress is probably one of the primary culprits. But obviously, aspects of the diet are things that we need to look at too. When you chew on a mouthful of food, what happens is that you start to, obviously through the process of chewing, you break those food particles down, but you're holding them here, which means that they are acted upon by the salivary enzymes. So in other words, the process of digestion already starts here in the mouth. And it's a very good idea to chew really, really well, because in fact what you want to do is you want to break that food up into the smallest particle possible, because that increases the overall surface area of that bite of food. So you've swallowed that mouthful of food and it travels down the esophagus to the stomach. In the stomach, there's hydrochloric acid, there are enzymes, digestive enzymes in there that are helping to break this food down into a mushy substance. From there it goes into the small intestine, and from here the pancreas will dump more enzymes into the small intestine to help break that food down further. That travels to the liver, then the blood takes it from the liver and delivers it to the cells. Whatever liquid waste is left behind will go to the kidneys and bladder for excretion. And then there's some solid waste that gets left behind, which then moves from the small intestine into the large intestine. And that obviously comes out at the exhaust pipe. Now, what comes out of the exhaust pipe actually tells you a lot about your state of health. So I always think it's a good idea to check what you've left behind in the toilet bowl. And ideally, it should be a lovely, large movement, dark brown, neutral smelling, nothing too stinky, easy to pass. But the thing that I wanted to come back to was also talking about the chewing process and the fact that you've now, because you've chewed thoroughly, you've taken the particle size right down so that you've increased the surface area. And why that's important is that when that food is in the gut, hydrochloric acid has a couple of jobs, and two of its most important ones are that it will kill pathogens on the food. So any bacteria or fungi or parasites, hydrochloric acid, that's one of its jobs, is to kill those. And the other thing is for it to help you digest and assimilate proteins, and specifically also calcium. Now, we know that in order to repair the body, you absolutely, without doubt, need protein, amino acid, available to you. So what if you're not producing enough hydrochloric acid? What if you are underproducing and you can't absorb the proteins you're eating? Well, this is a real problem for a lot of people. And as we age, our hydrochloric acid production decreases. So it's really worth trying to find out whether you're producing enough hydrochloric acid or not. And one of the basic home tests that I suggest, and please by no means is it a way of being definite about it, but it certainly gives you a starting point. So first thing in the morning, for 3 mornings in a row, on an empty stomach, before you've had anything else, take a flat teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, put it in a small glass of water, a 250 ml glass of water, stir it up until it's dissolved, and then chug it back. It's not the most fantastic tasting stuff, but it won't kill you. And then time yourself for a big burp. Okay, and that should happen within 3 minutes, ideally. Certainly within 5. After 5, stop timing. So if you find that you don't get a burp at all, or the burp happens after 5 minutes, then it's very clear that you need some digestive support. You need to be cautious with this, and you need to work with a practitioner on that. So either you need to find a practitioner near you, or you're very welcome to get hold of me. This is obviously what I do with clients, is I help them with things like digestive issues. I do a lot of Skype work, so it can certainly help you online. But the point is you're going to need some help. If you found this post helpful, please like it, please share it, and I will see you again soon.